Hey guys, this is Steven, and I wanted to talk to you about my newest, just launched Fusion 360 simulation class. It just went live and passed through the checks that Udemy does before it goes live yesterday. They did it in like half a day turnaround, so by the time I woke up the next day, it was already approved. Anyway, so now it is live. You can get it, and I have for my users or for my subscribers slash viewers on YouTube, I have a specific code for YouTube to get to the course for free for the next 30 days. The code is valid to be redeemed, and then once you redeem it within those 30 days, you can have the class. You have access to the class for the lifetime of the Udemy platform. So as long as the Udemy platform still exists, you have access to the course, and the course that I plan on just continually updating over time. So basically, you have free updates. And then up to 100 people can redeem it. Once 100 people have redeemed it, the code is no longer valid. You cannot redeem the code, or if the time expires, you can no longer redeem the code. So you can go ahead and go check it out. The link will be in the description. So let's talk about it really quick. So basically, this is the simulation platform in Fusion 360. What is a simulation? As you see, I have a class there, and actually a lecture. This actually should be a free preview. Anyways, so this will basically talks about the Fusion 360 simulation package that's built into Fusion 360 and how to set up these simulations. And right now you can see I have a total of 12 hours and 2 minutes of content on the course. I plan on generally I update the course until, well, I always update the course, but I keep adding content until I have about 17 hours. I do not normally, on a lot of my classes, I'll have a beginner, intermediate, advanced version of the class, but I do not plan on doing that with the Fusion 360. It's a one and done. This will probably be my only Fusion 360 simulation class. I do talk about the Fusion 360, the simulation package, in some of my other courses, my beginning Fusion 360 courses, etc., etc., just so that we can see if we're on the right path with our design. But those are usually very brief and just to do a quick check and then move on. Nothing really super in depth with, okay, how am I setting up this simulation, etc., etc. And so also I go into a little bit of depth on some of these. I plan on doing more of this, but the physics involved with these simulations. So, for example, you can see right now I'm in the mic. This is the instructor view of my course, and this is the different sections. And each section is broken down into a different lecture, and each lecture is named, right? And so you can see here static stress, which is basically you have a load that is continuous on a system, and what are the stresses in that system, and what is that compared to either the UTS ultimate tensile strength or its yield. So is it going to permanently bend and then deform? And so here I talk quite a bit about in the first lecture about the different physics involved in this simulation. So here you can see, and again, this is used in a lot of these other simulations. So what is stress? What is a force? What is stress? What is strain? Um, Stress and strain graph of a material. So what is a Young's modulus? What is ultimate tensile strength? What is yield strength? What does the graph of these materials, these linear materials, look like? Going over Young's modulus, yield strength, ultimate strength, fracture. What is a fracture? And then what is safety factor for our designs, etc., etc. So you can see here that's static stress, and then we get into thermal, and then we have some of the three different ways that heat can transfer. So what is heat? What is conduction, convection, radiation? And then what is power? And then we go over and then each section which is each section is a simulation, a different simulation type in Fusion 360. And each section will have at least these three, which is basically a introduction, an introduction to the simulation, a environment overview, so going over what is the different features of this environment and what are the different things that you can do inside this environment. So like, okay, this one you can have pressures or transient forces. This one you cannot. This one you can do linear materials. This one you cannot. sorry, non-linear materials. This one you cannot, you can only do linear materials, etc., etc. And then talking about simple setup, and then results. So normally this would be two. Generally, this is two videos. So the setup of the simulation, and then reviewing these results of the simulation, and then the downsides. And so here you can see I've already gone through most of the thermal here. And so we, not a whole lot going over here, just the difference of how is stress created from thermal. And then you see this is pretty common. So the electronics cooling, introduction to the environment, etc., etc. And then I'm working on the modal frequencies. So this is basically to look at the natural frequencies of things. This is a very advanced simulation, so talking about the physics, I want to do that first. But it's a very, very complex simulation. So I'm still working on this at the time of recording this video right now. And then also I do not have, I'm working on the generative design. I've just ran the simulations and I'm about to probably do this today. And then injection molding, I'll find a cool project to do that in. But you can see I have shape optimization and some of these other ones here. But some of these are very simple. I plan on fleshing this out. This will be enough to get you started. And there's actually a folder in Fusion 360 that has samples of some of these Fusion 360 simulations to get started. So I plan on also having at least each of those in here. So some of these were my own models. For example, some of these were my own. So I plan on, some of these were my own models / design. So I plan on going in here at least to have each one of the samples done in here. So I'll look and see which ones were done with the samples and which one have not been. And then any ones that are done with the samples, I'll try to find a second one. And so hopefully that will get me another 5 hours of content after I add some of the physics in here. And this one's probably an hour. This one's probably an hour. This one's probably an hour. So right there, that's 3 hours. So that's 15 hours. And then another 2 hours of physics, and another simple run of each of the some of these different simulations. So that's basically the class. So again, for the next 30 days, you have access to redeem this class, to have it for the lifetime of Udemy and the lifetime of the class and the lifetime that I work on this class at Udemy. So free updates, etc., etc. 30 days to redeem, and up to 100 people can redeem it. The link will be in the description. All you need to do is create a Udemy account and then redeem that code before the time runs out or before 100 people redeem it. So go ahead and check it out. I'll just keep working on this course here. I plan on driving a lot of energy into these courses this year. And so I'm working on them pretty much half an hour every day. So go ahead and go to the course. Go ahead and go to the description, redeem that code. Otherwise, if you're too late to redeem the code, I will have a link that is my instructor link. Go ahead and use that link to purchase the class if you have run out of time to get it for free. And also by that point, depending on when you watch this video, you can go ahead and check out the reviews and see what people think of the course. And even if you do get it for free and watch the course, as you see, I'm constantly updating it. So go ahead and every once in a while come back and take a look at any extra info that has been added to the course, or use it as like a reminder to go and watch something if you're going into a new simulation to figure out how that simulation works, etc. So go ahead and keep revisiting it. You have lifetime access. As long as Udemy exists, you can go and watch the content, the curriculum. All right, that's it for this video. Go ahead and check it out, and I will see you guys in there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.